Hey guys, Sifu Tarbell here at Wuxia Martial Arts. This is your modern Arnis supplemental video for the week. This week what we're going to be doing is we're going to take a look at tappy tappy. All right. So with that said, we're going to start stationary. All right. So feet side by side. We'll have the stick in our hand. So tappy tappy translates basically into counter for counter. So when I strike, right, one person will be doing block check counter. Right. But when I strike, I'll also be coming back. So a counter for counter. Right. So from here, right, I'll back up just a little bit. We have at our most basic level for this is like white belt level 1. We have the tappy tappy drill. This is a little review for all of you guys. So I go here and I strike like a number 3, right? And the other person's going to be going block check counter. So as the tappy tappy person, my job is to give the feed and then to be able to counter right away. The other person's job is block check counter, no matter what strike it is. If it was low, block check counter, right? My job is to give the feed and then to do the counter tappy tappy. All right. So we start out with this very basic drill. So I go here and I strike a 3 to the shoulder, and then off their block check counter as they're coming back to hit me, I circle to the outside. Now when I circle, I like to keep the stick in my hand, right? But I keep my wrist pretty loose so I'm able to do this. Right? So if your grip is too strong, then you kind of get stuck, you get jammed up. But if you can keep your hands loose, right? And I really keep these 3 fingers, my thumb, pointer, and middle finger, pretty strong. And then my ring finger and my pinky are just kind of like draped over like that. So they're not really putting too much excess pressure or anything like that. So I'm just keeping this pretty loose. And I'm able to get a nice twirl. And all of you guys at home, you know, this is part of our warm-up, is just being able to twirl forward and back. So off of here, I strike the 3, and then I twirl, and this goes forward for my tappy tappy. Now you notice that I go to the side, and then I circle. And when I circle, I'm circling to the outside. So Professor would always show this where he would demonstrate it this way here and circle, but then of course, when he would start going very quick, he would strike and then he would just come right off of it this way. But in the beginning, it's good that you guys practice to do the circle. This way. So here, this way. All right, now off of that, so I strike the 3, they do block check counter, I come here. I'm going to cut through this way, and I strike a 4. All right, so all of these are going to the shoulder. Now, off of my 4, they will do block check counter, and I circle this down and around. So it's like an abanico strike. So when I go 4, my tappy tappy, my block, my counter is right here. And I keep this hand on the inside, because it's going to end up touching their hand when they do this. So let's look at that again. So I went 3, tappy tappy, I cut low, I strike the 4, and I use this abanico motion, this fanning motion, off the 4 to block. Now from the side, 3, I block. You notice my stick is a little forward, so it's not straight up where if they hit hard, I'm going to end up hitting myself, right? So here, and forward, then I cut through, I strike a 4, and now off their block check counter, I circle, and when I circle off the 4, the tip goes down, and then it comes up, and you see the same thing. So the block isn't this way, where I could get hit, it's forward, and then my hand is on the inside of the stick, this way, to defend, okay? So once again, so I go number 3, tappy tappy. Cut through, number 4, circle, tappy tappy. Let's do that again. Number 3, tappy tappy. Cutting through, number 4 to the shoulder, tappy tappy. This way. So number 3, block. Number 4, block. Now once we can do that, we just have to transition that to the other side. So I go to number 3, tappy tappy. From here I strike my 4, I get that. Now all I have to do is cut down. So I'm always trying to cut the leg. So from here I cut down this way, and I come back and strike the 3. And so we go to 3 into my tappy tappy, and then I cut through, same thing, trying to cut the leg, cut through, and I go 4. Tappy tappy, and I cut through, 3, 4. So let's take a look at that from this angle. So I go with the 3, circle to the outside, through, and I strike the 4. Now I circle to the outside. So cut through, 3, tappy, sticks a little bit forward. Cutting through, 4, circling to the outside, sticks a little bit forward. Cut through, 3, tappy, 4. All right, let's look at it from this angle. 3, and I circle. Cut through, 4, and I circle. Cutting through, 3. Pausing, make sure the stick's forward. Hand is ready to touch their checking hand. Cutting through, 4. Attack the same thing. My checking hand is here. Not back here, not resting. It's ready to attack the checking hand. In fact, remember, in modern Arnis and any weapon art, the checking hand is the live hand. It's the hand that's going to disarm them or strike them. Yeah, so this is the more important hand. Don't get this confused. A lot of people think it's the weapon hand, but in fact, it's the non-weapon hand that is the most important hand so that you can control your partner's weapon. Okay? So from here, all right, one last time. 3, tappy, tappy. 4, tappy, tappy. Cutting through, 3. Cutting through, 4. Now, when you do this, one thing that I'd really like you to pay attention to as well is the dynamics of your body, right? The biomechanics of your body, how your body is moving. So a lot of times people just get caught up doing the arm, right? So they'll go here and they go, okay. You say, it's fine. I mean, you're doing the block, yeah, but your body's not really doing too much. It's mostly just your arm that's doing it. And that's fine for a beginner, right? That's okay. If you're just working it through and you're kind of struggling and you're like, all right, what is it? I mean, that's fine. But once you practice this for a little while, you have a weapon in your hand. So I need you to like put your body into this. That doesn't mean I have to throw power, you know? But Sifu Alex used to have this great saying. He would say that even if I move slow, it should still be frightening to my opponent. And I was like, what? Like, what does that mean? And he said, if you stay there and I strike this way, he said, it is scary. And I said, yeah, of course. He said, but what about now? What if I go? Okay. He said, could you feel it? And I was like, yeah, I could feel like you have power. And he said, it's the intention, right? It's like you could feel the intent of the strike. And that's very important. So you're not just like going through the motions, right? So from here, when I do this, I don't have to be like, and make it a movie or anything. But the idea is that when I go, I'm chambered, my hip is back, right? And then when I turn, that my whole body is connected. You know, that's important. My whole body is connected. So it's not like just this thing, you know, which is fine. And it may look fancy, but it's not the same as having your body in everything that you're doing. And that's very important that you put your body into it, right? So from here, when you do this, turn your hips a little bit, and then I cut through. See my hip turns? And then I strike. See, when I strike, my hips in it a little bit. I go, here. Yeah, so the hips are moving. The body is connected. All right, so that is the tappy tappy basic level 1. Practice that because in our next, this is going to be a video series on the art of tappy tappy and stuff that you can do solo. And you know, it really is the heart of the art. And when Professor had reached like the height of his mastery in teaching and like innovation and like those things, you know, he had created the masters. The masters, he could have called them anything. The masters of modern Arnis, or the masters of Abecedario, the masters of anything, Espadadaga. But he didn't. He said the masters of tappy tappy. And fortunately for us, we have Grandmaster Brian Zielinski, who was given one of those titles, Master of Tappy Tappy. But it just goes to show you how important the art of tappy tappy, the counter for counter, was to the professor. You know, that he would actually add that he wanted people to be like quite masterful in that art of counter for counter. So with that said, that is your homework for this week. Is level 1. This will be a video series. And the next time that we meet, we are going to take a look at 1, 2, 5, 7, 8, 12 drill. All right. And if your brain just exploded, don't worry. We are going to work it through next week and have a lot of fun with this thing, where we'll be here coming through, taking a look, going in, all different angles, close to full. So 12, 12, and we are going to tear that drill up and give you something that you can work on. If you're not able to make it out to Wuxia, we miss you guys. I wish you the best. I hope you're safe and healthy and strong. We are still doing outdoor classes. Everybody's like super far apart. People are wearing masks. It's like really, really safe. So, you know, like I said, some of you guys, if you're not comfortable, I totally get it. I totally understand. But if you want to come out in your car and just kind of like see what we're doing, watch a class, you know, stand way off in the corner, you can still be a part of this. And if you're not able to do that, like I said, we can still keep doing these training videos. I think they're helpful for you guys. And, you know, I hope that you're training hard at home. But of course, the real training and progression in your art is going to be me being able to look at you and make some corrections and help you out as well. So, so yeah, with that said, if you guys want to send me any videos of you training, and I can like do a little critique or something and give you some like feedback on it, we can do that as well. And yeah, like I said, July, it looks like possibly July 6th, the Governor Baker is going to open phase 3, which means we'll be able to be back indoors. You can see here, we've started to like lay out the boxes on the floor. We have hand sanitizer everywhere and those things. And we have 3 different exits and entrances and walkways taped off. So the boxes are like 8-foot boxes. So we do have a protocol which we sent out. Make sure you give that a read. And, but yeah, we're ready to open hopefully July 6th, safely, staying away. And then, yeah, hopefully we start to get things back to normal. So stay safe, guys. Stay strong. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email or a text message. And that is your Modern Arnis video of the week. So take care. Have a good week, guys. Happy summer.